Look who sent their kids to private school. Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton, Al Gore.
The people who are making the rules already have choice. You know, the politicians, and I used to be a politician, the politicians have choice.
Yet all these politicians who sent their kids to private school oppose school choice for regular people.
Thank you for taking my question, President Obama. I wanted to know whether or not you think that Malia and Sasha would get the same high-quality, rigorous education in a D.C. public school.
If I wanted to find a great public school for Malia and Sasha to be in, we could probably maneuver to do it.
But apparently, he didn't want to. The president now sends Sasha and Malia to see friends. It's the same school the vice president's grandkids attend. Tuition, $32,000 a year. And the union leaders?
You went to private school.
That's correct.
I graduated a Catholic high school.
Joe Del Grasso is head of Newark's teachers union. He's a tough negotiator. At this school board meeting, when the chairman said he'd used up his speaking time, Del Grasso marched up to the front to demand more, saying, "My union mandates 7 more minutes than I got."
The rigidity of this stupid union contract is why the kids suffer. Your union is the problem.
I think you know better than that.
Del Grasso opposes letting kids escape his rules by, say, allowing them to attend charter schools in existing school buildings.
Over my dead body, they're going to come there. I'm going to be there and physically try and stop them. There's certain things that don't mix. Oil and water, you can't emulsify them.
There's no room? There aren't these half-empty schools?
There's not half-empty schools.
Del Grasso says charters favor rich kids, but
Newark Public Schools spend almost $400,000 per classroom. The charters get less.
Not that much less.
But they get less. It's hardly the rich versus the poor.
Happy for them. We don't want them.
Then let them into your schools.
Don't want them in our schools. Why should they be?
You're not happy for them then.
Well, listen, does Fox and CNN, are they in the same building? I don't think so.
But Fox and CNN can't banish the competition. Competition's good. Competition is why we have Fox, CNN, and MSNBC. When you have a choice of what channel you're going to watch or what school you attend, competition makes things. Del Grasso understands that about his own education.
My mother paid for me to go to it, and it kind of made me feel that I had better do pretty good in that school or else.
Well, so it sounds like you're arguing against the unionized public schools.
I'm not arguing against them.
Most of the independent schools are still Catholic schools doing a great job for less than half the money you spend.
I wouldn't say that.
$17,000 versus $5,000.
John, tell them to have another bingo game and get it over with.
Catholic schools fire bad teachers, but government-run schools really can't because teachers get tenure.
Why have tenure? Most professions don't have tenure.
When you went into organized crime, you got to be a made person. There was like a ceremony, but nothing getting tenure, which is a nice thing.
And it's kind of like organized crime, and you're in forever and die or are killed.
Well, you know, there's that perspective of it. You're a good teacher. There shouldn't be a problem with it.
Well, here's one problem. Not every teacher is good. Some are really lousy.
It's impossible to fire these tenured teachers.
But why?
Because there are a million steps.
No, there aren't. There's only one.
It's not one step. It's all these steps.
Let's see.
This is the list of steps required to fire a teacher in my town. This is why most principals don't even try. They look at the list of appeals like this one and just give up. Or they push the worst teachers to transfer to another school. That's such a common way to avoid these rules. There's even a name for it, the dance of the lemons. It would be funny, except these rules leave some kids stuck with terrible teachers.
This is crazy.
Former police investigator says it takes years to fire even an abusive teacher.
Lots of people said he hit kids. The kids said it.
Lots of people said he hit it, and other teachers said it, that were present in the classroom. It took me 4 years, $283,000, $127,000 in legal fees, plus what it costs to have a substitute fill in them, all while he's sitting home having popcorn.
Still paid by the state.
Still being paid by the district.
He couldn't even fire the teacher who faked his doctorate. And
he went to sleep in class.
And he was quite disturbed when the supervisor came in and woke him up.
He complained.
It never ends. It never ends.
When we return, meet someone who successfully fired hundreds of teachers. Fired your own daughter's principal.
That was a chilly night at home.